Hello, this is Spidey1958 and welcome to my Let's Play Industrial Automation. I'd like first to apologize for the long delay between episodes. Basically, what happened was I started a new job and then my computer had become very unreliable. It was randomly, completely rebooting for no apparent reason. So I've gotten more used to my schedule and I've gotten a new computer, so you actually should see less problems with frame rates and stuff like that because the new one is considerably faster than my old computer. So let's go ahead here and get started. So the first thing I'm going to want to do here is there's a problem with the quarry I set up that we will have to fix. Basically, it's teleport pipes calculates the distance and reduces the power as if it was golden conductive pipes, I believe. So very little power is actually getting to my quarry, so it's running really, really slow. So we're going to, first thing we'll do is go out there and set up its own power source. So we're going to need a couple things here. Let me go in and request them quick here. We're going to need 5 of our peat-fired engines, and we're going to need 5 redstone torches, and we'll need 5 basic logistics pipes so we can convert them over, and I think we're going to need 10 of those. I think that should actually do it here. That's strange. Now I've done some testing with the new setup because it's a completely new machine and I hopefully have everything set right, though I have had an issue where every once in a while randomly I'll get an error saving chunks. Doesn't corrupt the world file, it lets me write back in afterwards, but hopefully I've changed some settings and stuff, so hopefully we won't have that happen. I'll try to track that down more, but I really wanted to get an episode out because it's been so long, so hopefully we won't have any of those issues. I also want to do one more thing here. Let's order a normal crafting bench. I know, as usual, I'm impatient. I have this nice automated system that does everything for me, but it never seems to do it fast enough. Okay, what we're going to do is go ahead and put this down over here. The reason I got a normal one is because there's a new function in NEI where if I bring up the recipe and I have a normal crafting bench open, I can click right here and it puts the recipe right there in the crafting bench. And we know how often I go back and forth sometimes on some of the recipes I don't do very often. So that will hopefully help with that issue. And one more thing we're going to need here is 2 teleport pipes. Actually, ultimately I'm going to need 2 more. But we'll worry about that part later, so we'll just take these 2 for now. Okay. So let's pop first of all, let's sleep and make a day. I don't want to be standing on the top of a narrow mountain with creatures running around trying to kill me. Oop, there they go burning. And I've shut down both of these because they were pretty much full and I wasn't using any of the stuff yet, so I've also turned off the industrial craft and the Redpower noises to hopefully reduce some of the noise. The other noise you're hearing, I think, is the teleporter pads. And I haven't figured out a way to turn them down, and they're actually quite annoying. Also, I've turned off this for a while. We've got over 100 UU matter, and I was almost out of scrap because I'm not getting much scrap with my quarry not producing much. So hopefully we'll build up some scrap again soon. And this is my quarry. As you can see, it is working, but very, very slow. The power is barely coming in there. So what we're going to do here is get out our red torch and our peat-fired engine. Oh, and I forgot to bring some peat with me. So we'll go back and get that once we get the engine set up here. And I decided I'm not going to, for the time being, worry about getting the ash back from these engines automatically. I will ultimately figure out a neater way to do that, but it's just there's very little room here on this ledge, so. Oh, that's right, I can't do it that way. Well, we can do it this way. Basically, I'm having to click on the rail here to place them. And I have to put down a stone here so I can put down the teleport pipe. And we're going to go ahead. I think I haven't used 9 yet. Nope. So we're going to set that up. Well, this is going to be tricky. Okay, now let me run over and get some peat and put down the other teleport. I'm going to really see if I can do something about that teleport noise. It's really bugging me a little. Okay, and let's go outside here, just for efficiency. And put down our other teleport pipe right here. Okay. And then we'll go grab some peat so we can get those up and going. And get my wrench out here. And you can see as the back engines push their energy through the front engines. Even though they're not fueled, they're transferring the power over. So. Whoops. Gotta be careful not to click with the wrench there. Okay. So let's go ahead and you can see the quarry's done very little with that little power it's getting. So let's go ahead and remove this altogether. And now we're moving much faster than we were before. And I don't know where those came from. Also, these purple squares, I don't know if I mentioned them before, that you see here and there, are chunk loader blocks. Because this is far enough away that until I come out here, if I didn't have those, it probably wouldn't load this. And as you can see, is sometimes an issue. There's a graphical bug with the Quarry where you see a second arm there. But that's just a graphical bug, and everything should be working okay. So let's go back and see if we're now getting stuff in through our pipe faster. There, that's much better. Before we were getting like one every 5 seconds or something. Except now it doesn't seem to be. Oh, no, there it comes through. It still seems a little slow. I think there may be an issue with teleport pipes where it randomly, depending on the distance, loses some of the stuff. So let's go back there and see if maybe that's what is happening. Or was there a big hole over here? No. Seems to be going steady. Well, I'll just have to keep an eye on it and see if it gives me any more issues than that. So let's head back. I'm really going to have to do something about those teleporters. Okay, let's go ahead and leap back here. And the next thing I want to do is I'm going to need a lot of paper soon. For a couple things I'm going to do. So I think next we're going to set up a sugarcane farm here. So the first thing I need to do is build a logger, I believe. So let's bring up our NEI here. So we'll need a brass, 4 diamonds. Okay, that's easy enough. How are we doing on diamonds? Getting low again, but we still have them. And 4 glass. And 1 sturdy machine. If you see, notice here I actually have made a few Eternus fuel and that, and taught my system, and I'll show another time how I actually made that. And we'll probably check on that system here too, so. And let's go ahead and put this up here. There we go. And I think we're also going to need, do I have some here? Should have some sugarcane somewhere in here. There we go. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to actually need for the sugarcane. So if we go here and click on U, so we're going to need 4 more glass. So we'll go ahead and make our logger here. Oh, we need the glass yet. And it actually had to make that last one, so it may be taking a minute here. Now let's just request one more. Yeah, I've had occasionally, if you have some in stock, the automaker doesn't seem to necessarily make it, so. And I have no idea why, if it's a bug in my setup or some strange bug occasionally in the pipes. There it is. So we put our logger in the middle here. Our glass there. And our sugarcane there. And we get a sugarcane. Let's see, I need 2 buckets. Let's see if I have any buckets around. Yep. And I also need one of these, one of these, one of these, and 2 of these. Let's go sleep quick and make it day. Oh, there are monsters nearby, of course. I can hear one. So let's hope none of them are creepers. There you are. Oh, still must be another spider up there. Hate spiders. They sit on my roof. I should probably light up my roof more. Okay. And look, another spider. And lots of things burning in the distance. Sorry about that. Whatever caused the saving chunks, also called fraps, to die, so it may be some incompatibility. Before I was using Windows Vista, now I'm using Windows 7, so it may be an issue with that. I may have to see if I need to update for apps or something. So let's go ahead and get started here. Oh, and I forgot a whole bunch of pipe that I'm going to need. But let me show you the basic layout here, and then I'm going to build a bunch of it off screen here. And you can see that the ground's strange colors. That's because some of this is swamp and some of it isn't, and I'm not sure exactly why it looks so weird now. But so let's go over here. Get out my 2 buckets. Before I did this 2 buckets. Oh, that's right. Gotta be careful about that. Okay. Okay, once you get stable water, as long as it's not an end, what you can just do is click on it, click there, click on it, click there, and you can basically extend the water the entire way. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is lay down the sugarcane along these trenches, and then we'll set up the other stuff. So let me go ahead and finish this off screen, because you don't want to watch me digging trenches and that for a while. So I'll be back as soon as I'm ready to start putting down the actual devices. I'm going to build here a new type of pipe, so I thought I'd show you that quick before I get back to getting ready to put in the machines. So if you take a 2 sand and a glass, you make what's called a sand pipe. And I'll show you in a little bit exactly what we're going to do with that. So hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got the basics all laid out here. And that, I harvested all the sugarcane I have, which wasn't enough to fill up my field, so I'll have to take some of the stuff once this starts producing just to get that going. But let's go ahead and set down our machine here. So we'll set down the basic machine there. We'll set down our supplier pipe here. And let me get my wrench out. Whoops. We'll set this for my usual 32. And I'm actually beginning to slowly deplete my huge reserves of peat, so probably in the near future we'll be building a second peat farm. But I like peat as an energy source because it's easily renewable and that, so let's go ahead and set down our peat engine here. And then on this side, we'll set down a torch to get it going. And let me go ahead and set down here. We need to dig a hole. Oops, and as usual I dug it too deep. Oops. So we'll set our torch down there. Get out of the redstone engine. Set it there. Get out our wooden pipe. Set it right here. Put some dirt back in the hole. And that new pipe I made, the sand pipe, what it does is normally if I put a pipe here, it would try to connect there. But if I put a sand pipe just there, it doesn't try to actually connect to the other things. So let's go ahead and put that there. And then we'll need an iron pipe. And we'll set it right there. And then I need one more stone pipe. Set it down there. Then we get out our handy wrench. And I've noticed that the iron pipes, when you set them down, don't default to anything anymore. So you have to be sure that you set them, which is fine. That way you remember. And if you remember my normal setup, it goes to a line here and gold pipes to accelerate it and sends it into our sorting system. So this will take the ash we produce here and the sugarcane once this gets tall enough. Now the way this works is it's sort of like the cactus. It has to get 3 high and then it takes off the top one. So it's going to be a little while before this gets enough to go. But it's basically set up, and as like most of my farming systems, it's set up and forget. It just does its job, which is the whole point of the automation. So I think, considering the problems I'm having with saving chunks, that we'll go ahead and save the and end the episode here. I'm going to do some more fiddling and see if I can figure out what it is. I'm not overly surprised I'm getting it. A lot of the software I'm running with, Buildcraft 3 is still somewhat alpha, and there still are issues with it occasionally. So I will do some more research, see if I can get that corrected for the next video. But until then, as always, if you enjoyed this video, give me a like or leave a comment. And if you're enjoying the series, go ahead and subscribe. Until next time, this is Spidey1958, and have fun Minecrafting.